I'm gonna break a lot of hearts and tell a lot of people a new secret. I just wanna say, generally, this goes for everything. And like I said, this is gonna break a lot of hearts and this is gonna upset a lot of people. So I'm gonna do my best to let you bros down easy, because it seems that a lot of the car community doesn't know about this. Now, if you don't know what rep wheels means, it essentially means a replica wheel. I don't really know how else to explain it, but you know those wheels that are usually a lot cheaper and they look like the ones that could be really expensive, but they're not, they're cheaper? Those are rep wheels, aka replica wheels, aka you're not a true car guy if you have rep wheels type of stuff. These wheels are considered rep wheels, and they're not bad. They're not bad at all. Actually, they're kind of the same strength as the wheels that you guys say aren't rep wheels. Let me explain. What makes a wheel better than another wheel is essentially the strength of that wheel. Now, there's multiple ways wheels are made, and that is what makes them a better wheel. The worst kind of wheel, again, I say worst very vaguely, but the lowest end of wheel are called gravity cast. The next step up is called a low pressure cast. And then it goes all the way up. There's a bunch of little ones in between that, and then you got like the forged wheels, which are like usually HREs, Bossons. Those are forged wheels, which are like anywhere from like $3,000 to like $6,000 for a set of 4 wheels. There are people who run gravity cast, and if that's the way you're choosing to live your life, then you do you, boo-boo. But above that is the low pressure cast. That is what those wheels are made out of. And here's a little secret. A lot of OEM wheels that come in your car are low pressure cast. So these rep wheels that you're saying are absolute garbage are typically the same strength as your OEM wheels. Think about that. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, I have a friend that has low pressure cast, or I have a friend who has Ambits, the same wheels as you, and he went and bent them, or he cracked them, or he was on the track and they broke, or whatever. There's always gonna be one guy with one story about how something broke, but a low pressure cast is something that you can daily every day as a daily car. There are many people who track low pressure casts. There's a lot of people who drift with low pressure casts. It doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, that doesn't mean everybody else is gonna do it. Some people like to have the insurance and like to say, well, if I'm gonna be racing and putting a lot of stress on my wheels, I'm gonna go for the forge to just more insure myself that nothing's gonna happen. Here's an analogy. It's like buying the most expensive pair of Nike running shoes to walk yourself around the block. While yes, you can do it, but for the purposes of what you're gonna be using them for, it's not really worth it. I mean, it is to some people, but you can easily get away with going off for a much cheaper, lesser running shoe than the most expensive one on the market. Are you really buying wheels to save seconds off your trip going to Walmart, or are you getting it just to go to point A to point B? Think about that. For 90% of us, we get new wheels because we want them to look better on our daily car. Low pressure cast cheap wheels are meant for a daily car. That's the way it is. So then you may be asking, well, where did this stereotype, or where did this like rumor, or where did all this talk come from, rep wheels being garbage? Where did all that come from? To be honest, I personally, this is my opinion, I think it came from the people who spent way too much money on their car for a daily car. And those people who bought HREs or the really expensive Bossons. Now, if you can afford that, then fuck, go for it. Trust me, if I could afford $5,000 wheels on this car, I would do it. But is it 100% necessary for a daily car? No. No. If you're daily in your car and doing autocross and all that stuff lightly, you're fine. Someone with HREs, I'm using HRE just because it's very popular no brand. It could be any other car, it could be any other wheel brand out there. But I think that someone with HREs had a really expensive set of rims, and then he saw someone with a set of rims that looked extremely similar, and then he went and asked him about them. He's like, holy shit, you paid a fifth of the price that I did. And then he's like, I got fucking, what am I doing? Why did I spend so much on these wheels and someone else has the same set of wheels, looks exactly the same, but it's way cheaper? And he's like, oh, well, yours are probably garbage. Those are crap. Those are gonna bend. You're not gonna last on those. And then that spreads, and all those people who spent thousands and thousands of dollars on their rims get angry, and then they start saying that, well, you're gonna regret that. You're gonna learn the hard way. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of people who run low pressure cast, and it's fine. And of course, if you run into a curb with low pressure cast wheels, yes, you're probably gonna bend them. Any force of mass that is moving, that weighs a lot, and hits something that's rock hard, yeah, they're probably gonna break. But for the most part, you're okay. So again, just to clarify, before you talk shit about rep wheels, you should probably check to see how they are made, because a lot of times it's the same strength or same cast as the wheels you're saying are a lot better. Obviously, yes, if you tracking it super hard and your car's really heavy and you hit a bump or something and tracking it, yeah, it could probably bend. But if you're gonna daily your car, low pressure casts are fine. You can take my word on it. And also too, if you like these wheels I'm showing in the video, I have a coupon code so you could save some money on your own set. It's in the description down below, so be sure to check that out. I think that's all I'm gonna say on that now. I know this is probably stirring up a whole bunch of controversy in the comment section below, but from my experience and talking with everybody else and this car community here, low pressure casts are the way to go, especially if you're on if you don't have thousands of dollars to spend. If your budget is low, then that's a good option, especially if it's just a daily car. I think I'm gonna set up a meet where we can all do a meet and have a big car meet, and I'll be there filming and all that type of stuff. So if you want to have that happen, it will happen in SoCal. I think maybe a week from this video is posted. Comment down below if you'd want that to happen or if you would attend, because I kind of want to get a ballpark estimate. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you next time, and as always, peace out.
Motivation is contagious. Hang out with those who inspire you and strive not to be like them, but only a better version of yourself. You will learn that there is a difference between alone and lonely. Life isn't always easy, but that's the video. You will learn how to be truly happy, and as much as you don't want